I wanted to make this video quick and talk to some people who either maybe you're trying to change, maybe you're already in the process of trying to help people. I don't know where you're at in your journey, but I want to talk to people who feel discouraged because people, maybe they have attacked you, maybe they have cut you down, maybe they have bullied you, maybe they have judged you, misjudged you, maybe they have went out of their way to make it hard for you because you're trying to enlighten people, you're trying to encourage people, you're trying to shine your light. And the brighter that you try to shine your light for people, maybe you're trying to bring healing to other people. Maybe you're trying to encourage other people. Maybe you're trying to bring wisdom to other people. Maybe you're trying to help people in some way. And people that do not understand what it is that you're trying to do, maybe they misperceive you as being someone who thinks that they're better than someone. Maybe they perceive you as you being, full of bull, and you're just trying to get people all caught up, and really you are not. They think that you're not a good person. They think that you're putting up a facade and that you're somebody that you say that you're not. I don't know. People do things for all kinds of reasons that are unknown to me, to go out of their way to be hateful, to be mean, to cut people down, to judge them, to do things to people who they don't even really know, who they don't even know what they've been through, what their real story is, who they really are, but they have a perception of them being some kind of evil being just because they're not like everybody else out here being superficial. Not everybody is superficial. Not everybody is out here competing with other people. Not everybody cares what everybody else thinks. Not everybody is putting up a facade. Not everybody is fake. There's some real people out here who are really trying to help heal people. They legitimately are trying to heal people because they've been through so much pain, so much suffering, so much rejection, so much demonic attack from people who just don't get it. They don't understand healing. They don't understand spirituality. They don't understand God Himself. God Himself was sent down here to show and exhibit love, but people have twisted and turned His name into some kind of manipulative way to gain something. And I do agree that there's a lot of churches and there's a lot of religious people who claim to be holier than thou that have no business out here representing God because they are not the true emulation of love. They are out here getting money that's tax-free, and they are not helping people that they should be helping, that they have the funds and the capability of helping. I don't disagree with that. But there's some people like me. I'm not perfect. I have my bad days. I have days of being a human being. There's nothing perfect about me. There's nothing, there's nothing perfect about me. That's the only way I can put it. I am a human being just like everybody else, but I have been through so much pain that other people have caused me, that harmed me for no good reason, emotionally and mentally. And I've been through so much rejection. I've been through so much trauma from people and things that have happened in my life that I don't want to see other people go through it, because I know how painful and suffering it is to go through that. And I was born into a family where I had both parents who had an abusive parent who was narcissistic and mean and hateful and did not show love. And I had two parents that did the best that they could, but they were dealing with their own trauma. And I dealt with trauma within my own family dynamic that I've had to become awakened to and understand and to heal from. And then on top of it, have to heal and understand situations I've dealt with other people and why they came into my life and why they did what they did. I've had to go through so much in my life that I don't want to see other people have to deal with that same issue, have to deal with that same trauma and pain, because I know how much work and how much self-discipline and how much it takes to heal from something, depending on how bad it was that you went through and how long you went through it. I know the suffering and the extensive work that goes behind having to heal from people and having to heal from a family that is full of trauma and dysfunction. I understand that because I've gone through it so much. So I want to talk to people who are just, maybe you're just exhausted. Maybe you're just exhausted and discouraged, and you want to be a light out in the world for other people to heal, and you want to give them wisdom, and you want to exhibit your healing gifts and abilities and encouragement and wisdom, but people that do not understand you, who think that you're trying to be manipulative, or think that you're full of bull, or think that you're out here to do harm to other people, because really that's who they are. So they think everybody else is like them. They don't understand what unconditional love is. They don't understand what real pain and suffering is to be somebody who is trying to walk in the light. Even with imperfections, they're trying to walk in the light. There's a lot of people who are very manipulative, very narcissistic, very uncompassionate, very cold-hearted, very mean. And so they expect everybody else to be that way, and they will attack and cut down people who try to help heal other people, who try to help others, because they don't think that it exists. But the problem is that they don't embody that same light. They don't embody the compassion. They don't embody what you do. So that's the reason why they don't think it exists, because they're the exact opposite of you. So you've got so many people out here who have narcissistic traits, or they have just a narcissistic view of the world, and they will look at you in a light that says that you're full of bull, says that you've got ulterior motives, says that you're not real, says that you're not being genuine when you are. And you're out here trying to help other people, and you've got people who go out of their way to try to make your life miserable or try to hurt you in so many ways, and they have no idea what you've been through, nor do they care. So I want to encourage people who have either given up or almost given up because they're just so tired of dealing with the evil people who try to come at them and do things to them and talk about them and put them down and try to block their blessings, because you've got evil people who are aggravated, very aggravated by your light, because they have demonic attachments that make them the way they are. They've got demonic attachments that make them do what they do, and they don't even know that they're being used by an evil spirit that hates you. The greatest trick the devil ever did was to make people think he doesn't exist. Well, if he doesn't exist, why is there so much evil in the world? I want to encourage you that if you're trying to shine your light, keep shining it. And not only do you need to keep shining it, you need to keep shining it brighter, because these people who are trying to attack you and put you down and trying to block you from having good things, or trying to just tear you down to the point where you give up, they need the love the most. They need healing the most. Those are the people that really need some help, and they need your help. And they're not in a place where they can receive it at this time, but they're really hurting and they need the love and help. So don't be discouraged when people are trying to rip you apart. They need the healing the most. They need the love the most. They need something you have. Whether they understand it or not, they do. And God will work through you in order for them to receive it. And if they're not ever going to be receptive, God will protect you from those people. He will protect you, and He will not let people destroy you. And God is not about being some religious tyrant. He's not about being, He's not about you trying to be some perfectionist and pretend to be as if you are flawless and you're just this perfect hypocrite. God is about unconditional love to everybody, regardless of what their condition in life is, regardless if they're going through addiction, they're going through a struggle in their life. God can work through anybody at any time, and He can choose whoever He likes to use. And a lot of people want to associate God with these hypocritical Christians who are not humble enough to show the world that they've got flaws too, and that they are just as human as anybody else. That's not what God's about. He's about loving people as they are and helping them become better, and not shaming them, not judging them, and not inflicting pain on them, but to give them the love and healing that they need, that would make them want to change into a better person. He's not about forcing anyone's hand. He's not about being hypocritical. He's not about inflicting shame or conviction in order to twist somebody's arm to be different. He's about loving people into their better self. That's what He's about. Loving people into wanting to be a better person. He wants to love you so much and make you feel so much love and acceptance and warmth that you want to be better. So I speak to people who are on a journey that are trying to help people heal and be a light. Be healing and be as bright of a light as you can, and do not worry about the people who are trying to tear you down and tear down what you're trying to do. They need the love and support and healing more so than anybody. And you can wish them well, and God will either turn their hearts around and make them want to be better because of your loving light, or He will protect you from people who are just evil and don't want to change, and there's no way they can change. He'll either protect you from them, or He'll cause you to be such a light and such loving to people that they want to change who they used to be into who they want to be, which is better. Don't give up.